Hello out there, everyone. It's been a little while since my last vid. And of course, this one is a really interesting film written by Mike White called Chuck and Buck. It came out in 2000, and this is part of the Artisan Home Entertainment DVD series, which, back in the day, if it was an Artisan release, it actually had some good special features, and this is no exception. As you can see here from the the back of the DVD cover art, there's a commentary with director Miguel Arteta and writer-actor Mike White, deleted scenes with the director and writer commentary, insider's view with director's assistant Ruben Fleischer and key grip. It's in widescreen. It's got trailers, etc. And of course, the movie is a bizarre um, piece of cinema, not atypical of a Mike White production. Of course, Mike White was the writer of Dead Man on Campus and producer of TV's Freaks and Geeks. He also was, I know he was starred in School of Rock. And of course, he wrote most recently the 3 seasons of White Lotus. And I believe he was on that show Enlightened with Laura Dern. He's a talented writer and a pretty interesting actor, at least in this film and some of the others that I've seen him in. The movie is basically about two childhood friends who sort of reunite after some years have passed. I think by the time this film comes around, both of these guys are in their late 20s, and I think they were friends, best friends, in fact, around 10 or 11. And so you immediately see from the Mike White character that he's had some arrested development, sort of, still stuck in adolescence, quite frankly. His mom, who he had been taking care of, had passed away at the beginning of the film. And then he, of course, sends out notices to anyone that might want to go see the funeral, pay their respects. And his friend, Chuck, who is the gentleman on the right of this photo here, he comes along with his, I guess, fiance, and he's very successful. I guess he's a producer, lives in LA, and seems to be doing quite well for himself. Whereas Chuck, the Mike White character, is basically kind of a sad sack. He's found himself, sort of rudderless now that his mom has passed away, and he's looking for purpose in life. So he just, tries to reconnect with his buddy Chuck, and it's very awkward, extremely awkward, very real feeling though. I mean, I think one thing that Mike White does quite well is write interesting dialogue with believable characters, and it makes you feel like you're just sort of a fly on the wall watching the drama unfold. And it's just a bizarre character study about these two, former best friends who have diverged quite a bit in the years since their childhood, and it just gets, weird. Let's leave it at that. So if you like kind of cringe comedy, dramedy with, I think, a fair amount of pathos, I think this is going to be your bag. I really enjoyed it. Here's the disc art, and then of course it's got a nice little inset here, little pamphlet with some chapter titles and other great DVD titles from Artisan Home Entertainment. I can hear the voiceover now. But I would definitely recommend this film, especially if you're into I would put it in the same orbit as like Julian Donkey Boy and Gummo and some of the other films like Happiness. But I think it's a little sweeter, to be honest. It's definitely weird, and it has moments of rather uncomfortable awkwardness. But unlike those films, which I think kind of really wallow in it, this I think actually has a sweet character arc for the titular Buck. Um, Again, can I recommend this to everyone? No. It definitely, it's funny. It starts off rather uninspired, but then slowly as the plot unfolds, I think earns your respect in terms of just how different it feels. And I think you can certainly relate and, feel for Buck. I think that he is a character who is clearly perhaps on the spectrum and certainly has not quite figured out how to grow up. And so, if you like awkward character studies, I think this is going to be something you'll want to check out. So, one other interesting note is that the actor here who plays Chuck, he's actually gone on to be a prolific screenwriter, I believe. And among other things, I think he wrote Rogue One, one of the best Star Wars movies ever made. So, fun fact there. So, well, on that note, please do take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and by all means, keep watching good cinema.